Well, hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite written Ralph talking to you straight from our show here, Apple Bites. Well, we take a bite out of the apple and we share it with you. And of course, Shannon has to get creepy automatically.
Well, he just left.
I was waiting for it. I was like, it's gonna happen like this. Every time Shannon's on, something happens. Which kind of explains what happened before we got on the show.
Oh, was anybody able to get into StreamYard, or was it just a me problem?
It was just me and you, probably. They didn't have any problems. Shannon, you didn't have any problems coming in either, right?
No, I just lost. I sometimes I can't hear and I have to go out and come back in.
Don't worry about it. We already know the Shannon thing is going to happen, so we take account into it.
That also just sounds like StreamYard working as StreamYard does. Where it doesn't usually work right half the time.
Because right before we started, me and Matta were trying to get in here, and they were like, "Oh, hi, traffic." Or
something. It was like, you can't get in due to high traffic, and I'm like, who the hell is trying to get into our StreamYard? Like, what's going on here? And then they're like, wait 60 seconds and refresh, and I did that over and over again for like 11 minutes.
And over and over.
But we're here, and that's what counts.
You know, they keep trying to
every show's been going like this so rough now. You know, like the past 5 shows, we've been having like major technical issues going on.
You're not kidding. Paul's not kidding.
Oh no, what happened?
No, we had like it was like disconnecting like every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like 2 shows ago. It was just like he was coming on and couldn't get out. He had to get it back off and get back on.
I've been thrown off. Paul's been thrown off. A couple of the guests have been thrown off.
Did they come back, or were they just like, oh, well, I guess they don't want me?
One of the guests didn't come back, but I think that's because something happened bigger than what it was.
Oh, no. All right.
And I got to say, tech issues are an amazing little thing, folks, especially like, and then to make it worse, I haven't been dealing with tech issues just here on the show. And my phone has decided that it's time for me to get a new phone.
Oh, no.
I had no part of this decision.
You never do. The phone just springs it on you. It's like, surprise, I suck.
And you guys know that the phone is my main camera when I do the event, so it's been kind of weird.
Oh, no.
Exactly. I almost brought, I was at MCon, and I almost took the 35 millimeter with me, but that's a whole other animal. Because the reason I like the phone is because I can put it up on Instagram like this. With the camera, I have to wait, edit, and then put it up on YouTube.
Oof. So many extra steps.
Oh my God, you're not kidding. Well, Matta, it is great to have you back. We're gonna start with you because your Kickstarter is going.
Shit. Come on, man.
Hey. I want to give your Kickstarter some room to breathe.
All right, fair. I'm never prepared to pitch it, but let's go. Or we could watch the video because the person in the video explains it so much better.
You got the video going. You know,
we do, because I
actually
finished it.
Because she usually doesn't get it into like
until like the last minute, and I finished like. I usually finish it at like 1 a.m. the night of the day that it's like supposed to go up, but I finished the day before, and I was like so damn proud of myself.
Yeah, we were all celebrating in Facebook.
I had cookies. It was great.
We'll have the video talk for you. Let's go to the videotape. Here we go.
All right. I'm going to shut up now.
Hi there. I'm M. Sorcier, artist, writer, and the entire creative team behind Sacrimony, A Tale of Love, Life, and Death in no particular order. Sacrimony is a long-running fantasy story about flawed petty gods and the unfortunate mortals caught up in the crossfire. In Sacrimony 9, Nicholas Ravana, the highest-ranking priest in the world, died. But then he got better. But don't worry, because it gets much worse.
He was chosen to speak for the gods, but hasn't heard a peep from them. He's becoming something unholy, which is generally frowned upon for a priest, and to make matters worse, he has a crush on his doctor, who happens to be a very dangerous criminal, which is also frowned upon for a priest. So if that sounds like your kind of story, there are already over 300 pages of Sacrimony available with physical and digital catch-up bundles for new readers.
This Kickstarter helps cover printing costs and keeps the series going. Without the support I've received on Kickstarter over the years, Sacrimony would have never seen its first issue, let alone its 9th. What started as an idea became something much more because readers chose to believe in it. So if you love original fantasy, rich world building, and stories about people trying to find meaning in an unpredictable world, I'd love for you to check out Sacrimony. Thank you so much for your support, and keep an eye out because there'll be many, many more books to come.
I gotta say, that is the
Nice.
most polished video I've seen you do.
Thank you. I finally got my shit together. You can say it.
Dude, because usually, there's a little something happening in the video.
There's like
this time we're
cattails
bam,
flying
bam,
around in the
bam,
back.
bam, bam. You
Yeah,
hit
I
all the notes.
really practiced because I was like, I gotta keep my videos short, otherwise I'll be like rambling for like 3 minutes, and not even I want to hear that at the end of the day. So just that's it, to the point.
That's what usually happens when I'm doing some kind of video or something. I have to figure out how I'm going to say what I'm going to say and how fast I can say it and how well I can say it. And the first bunch of videos is me rambling on until I go, doo, 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 doo.
Yep, and then you just whittle it down because you're listening and you're like, what the hell was I even saying that? Like, that had no significance whatsoever.
Like recently, I saved one of my videos from when I was trying to do something. And I was like, I'm going to share this later, but not right now.
But you shelve it. You shelve it for now.
Yeah, because there's a certain point where I get so flustered on what I'm saying, which is so funny because I do it here live, and you barely hear me get that flustered. Then there's a moment where I get to a point and I start going, and I'm like, okay, once that happens, I'm like, okay, I need to like walk away,
Yep.
relax, because if not, I'm just gonna mess up. So I gotta say, you've been doing this now. It feels like forever, but at the same time, you've only been doing this for a short time.
Kind of, sort of. I mean, I started Sacrimony as a webcomic like back in 2016, and I was kind of like struggling to find my way to like, what to do with the series, how to do it. Like, I was still learning to make comics as I was going. So then I had like restarted the whole thing after like 300 pages in 2020 because I was like, I can do better. People thought I was insane, but like I knew that at that point, like, the first chapter or whatever was like not up to specs of what I could do now in terms of art and writing, and I wouldn't be there to explain to every person looking at the book like, don't worry, it gets better, don't worry, it makes sense later. So I was like, I have to like restart it. So I started self-publishing from like the new issue 1 on Kickstarter back in 2021. And yeah, so I've been kickstarting for 5 years, but I've been in the game more or less for like 10 years.
I meant more about the kickstarting, which makes this even more amazing because, you've only been doing the Kickstarters for 5 years, but you are at a point now where if we look at it, you've done 9 Kickstarters in 5 years.
15 Kickstarters because I've done 9 issues of Sacrimony. I've done a trade paperback of Sacrimony that's like a collected 1 through 5. I've done an art book, which was fun, the hardcover 150-page art book. I did 3 issues of Buddy and Friend. And I did like a random pin campaign because the idea came to me, and then I was like, nope, never doing pin campaigns again. But yeah, I've done a lot. Yeah, they're hard, especially when it's like you get quoted one price and then after the Kickstarter,
that's even worse.
The manufacturer's like, surprise, no, it's going to be $200 more, and you're like, oh shit.
I didn't put that into account into the Kickstarter. You should have said something.
Right, because like when you quoted before, you're like, all right, this is how much I need, and then like afterwards you get the little surprise kick in the balls, and it's like, thanks. So, but yeah, been kickstarting for a while. Yes.
Yeah, completely.
And also it's hard because it's like, especially if it's your original work, and it's like, how many people are actually going to want this? Even if it's like a good, like really cool design, someone's going to be like, I don't know where it's from.
It was a really cool design. Oh. That's why I wanted it.
Aw. I appreciate it.
And I got it.
You did get it. You got those pins.
Oh my God, it's a great pin. I see that you have a sticker version of it in this campaign, right?
Yeah, that's actually stuff that I've had since the pin campaign because I always print like a billion extra stickers because I'm like, oh man, I love stickers. I'm going to use all of these stickers. And I'm like, I really don't need like 120 extra sticker sets. Oh, we jumped up. I love it when you look at my campaign and the numbers go up because it never goes up. Yeah, it never goes up when I look at it.
Dude, you are at, wow, look at that. Another, damn.
Yeah, I'm super happy with how this has gone, especially because I've been out of the Kickstarter scene for like over a year, and I was like, I don't know who's coming back. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. So to see like the amount of people who've shown up, because it's all like repeat backers. So these are people who, even though like I was out of comics for over a year, they're still like, hey, I want the next issue. Here's some money. I'm like,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
amazing. And I love everybody who's like just jumped into this campaign.
I gotta say, you're not even halfway through your first day.
Yeah,
Well,
that
yeah.
shocked me too, because I expected a much lower turnout, which is why I had the goal also like on the lower end, because I was like, I have no idea what's gonna happen. But
Sometimes
yeah,
that's what you gotta
also
do.
award win for best series for 2026. We didn't talk about that,
Oh, that's
but
right.
like
We gotta talk about that.
I'm super honored to have won that of all of the other Zelda awards, because it's like, you know, there's one thing to have like, oh, well, this is like the best cover, or like Rob, you're such a sweetheart. It's one thing to be like best cover or like best single issue, but people sat there and read the whole damn series, and they're like, this is the best series I've read, and voted, and I'm like, mind blown.
Well, you work really hard on it. You know, me and you have discussed story and writing and hero's journey and all this and that, and you actually do exactly what you tell people.
I try, and I'm glad that it comes through, because when I first started the story, I really thought like, you know, this isn't your typical like action-packed fantasy adventure where like, oh my god. Yeah, it's not your typical like action-packed fantasy adventure with like large-scale wars, or like, you know, a party of characters like wrecking shit and going through dungeons. Like, this is more of like a human story about people having to like work and pay bills and like, you know, deal with petty gods at the same time, like within this fantasy world. And I didn't know if that would be interesting enough for people to even want to look at. But like, it's hit people in very human ways, because they can see pieces of themselves in the character, whether they're like, you know, that struggling parent who's like, you know, trying to raise a child and work full time, or whether you're like someone who gave everything for your job and got nothing in return. Like, there's, you know, there are these like grand fantasy characters with these like amazing costumes, but like they're still very human underneath. And it's great to see people like, you know, pick a character and be like, yeah, I see myself in that character, or like, you know, I really latched onto this character for like this very human reason, versus like, oh, this character did a cool flip kick and I like them.
That's what makes it so much fun. Rob's blushing over here.
Aw.
But that's what makes it so much fun, is being able to see yourself in a character, and especially when you have these epic stories. Because, you know, I know you're saying that it's just them going through life and all this and that, but at the same time, there's an epicness behind all of the stuff that you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, the epicness does come from like, all right, there are gods that do interact with mortals and kind of like, you know, cause this terrible domino effect that is now like people having to work and pay bills. But yeah, so at the same time, you do get that hit of like, all right, there's something like epic and bigger here, but at the same time, like the majority of the story is very grounded and centered around human emotions and relationships and stuff. And that cover was fun to do.
It looks like a lot of fun.
I tried to
I
make
really
it like a magazine cover.
It does look like it.
Excellent.
I really like the way you handle your colors.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, it's funny. It's just, they're so muted in some ways, but they really pop off the page.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is really cool. You know, it's just
Thanks.
interesting when you handle that. It's really neat.
It took a while to get there, because my colors used to be like so saturated, like a kindergartner just using like, you know, the most saturated red, blue, and yellow and whatnot. And like over the years, I recently learned to tone it down, and I feel like it gives the look that I wanted to give the comic the whole time. So like, thank you for
It's so
noticing.
hard to like picture that, because you know, I've seen through your art before it gets put into all this, and it just pops.
Oh man, if I showed you some of the stuff from like the webcomic Sacrimony, you'd be like, oh my eyes. Because the colors are like, they are a clashing.
This is the new beautiful book, right?
Yep, that's going to be the hollow foil cover, and I can't wait to see how that comes out in print.
Yeah, me too.
Aw.
All right, well, definitely, because so far each one of these special books that you've made, it was almost like a piece of art.
Oh, thanks. I try. I know it sounds pretentious as hell, but like I always try to be like an artist first and like, you know, a marketer second. So I that's why a lot of the stuff you see, it doesn't even have like branding or logos or anything on it, because I'm like, I just wanted to make a pretty picture.
And you do great, because this stuff you want to hang it up on a wall.
Oh. And
Yeah,
it's
so
also fun to have like 3 different distinct flavors of covers, where there is like the more iconic standard, then there's like a fun, like, you know, kind of sexy cover, and then there's like the one that I spent like 20 hours on that gets the holofoil treatment. And yes, those are the poor unfortunate people who are trapped in Sacrimony. I say poor unfortunate people, but I don't like to write like suffering for suffering's sake, where it's like, oh, bad thing after bad thing after bad thing. It's more of just like, life happens, shit happens. Like, it's about seeing how they go on, rather than just like making people suffer, because that sucks. I hate like reading stories where it's just like loss after loss after loss.
I get you. You don't want them to do with Peter Parker now.
Oh god, yeah, no, we don't need that. That already exists. I don't need to recreate that.
Poor Peter Parker.
Poor Petey. Poor Petey.
Amazing covers. Look at these folks.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, it always feels to me like you're getting a piece of art when you get these books.
And that's the feel like I want to give. Like, I want somebody to not just be like, all right, well, here's a comic. Like, oh, here's a very pretty comic.
Mm-hmm. No, it's beautiful work.
Thank you.
It's funny, we were talking about the eye when in the green room, you know, when it comes to photography, but there's also an eye when it comes to art, because you know you have to have it, you know, so that it can be what it is, even though art is subjective.
Yeah, it's like you have to find the right balance, especially with comics. Like, what throws me off is still like making proper room for the lettering.
Yeah.
And then having to like draw around that. So I always do my letters first, and then I do the thumbnails around it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's actually how I write my scripts too, because I don't actually write like a proper script. I'll just have the comic page and I'll lay out like whatever needs to be said, and then I'll edit it down on there and then just like draw around it.
It works for you. And
Yeah,
also, you also have a lot of great space when it comes for the, you know, to the balloons, because sometimes what happens is we see it. The art doesn't have any space for the balloons.
I used to be very guilty of that. It was oof. But I learned. And that's how I learned to do things the opposite way and just put the lettering and then figure out where the pictures go.
See, and I love that you're saying all this, because you know, it's one of those moments where a lot of people don't think about lettering. They don't think about how important it is to the thing. But if you have a bad letterer, you're gonna have a bad comic book.
Yeah, because I mean, if you can't read it, or if the letters are like blocking crucial parts of the artwork, like we have problems here.
Love all your catch-ups.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to make it as like new reader accessible as possible, because I know people are like, oh, this is issue 9. Like, I'm too late for this. And it's like, no, please, like, jump in, binge read the whole thing. There's over 300 pages drawn by my hands, which is like, it's even wild to say that I've done 300 pages.
Wow.
After doing 300 pages of webcomic and then restarting it. So that's like over 600 pages. What the hell is wrong with me? But like, please, like, binge read it, catch up. Like, I try to make it as inviting for new readers as I possibly can, because it's definitely something that needs to be binge read.
Do you think the bigger books have helped you out, because you're not selling 11. Well, 11. I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself. You're not selling 9 issues. You're selling 2 bigger books and the rest of the issues.
It's one big book and then the 4 single issues, and then every 5 issues gets, he's zooming in on me, but yeah, this is the trade paperback. This is a heckin' chonker of a book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like 184 pages. So it has issues 1 through 5, and it also has like little bonus material, like little cute comics in the back that people did like Q&As. And this is a weapon. You could do some damage with
you
this.
You actually get your buck's worth when you get your books.
You get a book, you get a weapon, and you get 4 floppies. So that's a pretty good deal to me. And yeah, once issue 10 is done, then issues 6 through 10 are going to be another weapon. And then like we go on with the floppies.
Let's see. Rob says, I've always loved your use of color. I think of them like stained glass in church. I
Oh.
agree. For your pantheon of gods, what has been your inspiration in creating them? Good question.
Yeah.
I grew up within the Hindu religion, so like I'm used to seeing all of these like extravagant looking gods with like these gigantic crowns and like multiple arms and things like that. And they all had like their own distinct personalities. And like I drew inspiration from that, not directly where it's like, all right, I'm gonna just have this god there, but like more of just the like elaborate aesthetics and just like, you know, each god has their own deal and they're all kind of like a dysfunctional family. They're not really just like, all right, this is the god of that, that's the god of that, but it's like the main god is like a mother, and then like the devil is one of her sons that went astray, and then like the divine judicator is like the guy that decides whether you go to heaven or hell is like another son, and they're all just like they've got issues.
Mm.
But it's also like realistic issues because it revolves around the loss of like the god's husband and like the circumstances that cause that. So like one son is just like, you know, blaming his mother for it, and the other son is trying to remain neutral, and it's not working out for any of them.
It never does.
No, it never does. But this is what I mean when I say that it's like this grand scale stuff brought to like very human emotion, as opposed to just like, all right, we're all fighting a war all the time for no reason. Like there's reasons and there's layers to why characters behave the way they do.
I completely agree, but see, that's what makes it so interesting when you do it, is because you're looking at that. You're not just like going, this is what they do and that's why they do it. You're
Right.
like you're breaking it down. You're like, okay, look, I'm gonna take you on this ride with me.
Yeah, it's like I would love for like a psychologist to read this and just kind of break down like, all right, well, like this person's dealing with literally like thousands of years of unresolved grief. This person like, you know, suffered a loss and that's why they're behaving the way they do. Like I live for that stuff.
Love it, love it, love it. Folks, you gotta check this stuff out. It is amazing. Words do not give enough for this. That's why we always push her book, because it's a beautiful book. And I always love what you say, where you know you do everything yourself.
And
You
I
can't
don't
afford
sleep
to
in it.
pay yourself, so we're gonna help
Yeah,
you pay
and
yourself.
and it's like on top of that, I have like the day job now, so I'm really just like burning the candle from like ends of the candle that I didn't even know
Ooh,
existed.
we know that
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to pay for the dream, folks, and it's not easy paying for the dream.
Maybe you pay with your sleep. It's
Oh,
always the sleep's always the first thing to go.
oh, completely, always. So, folks, I'm gonna put the link into the comment section like we usually do. That way, as we continue the show, you can go over there and get yourself some sacrimony.
And yeah, as I said, it's super duper easy to catch up because I have digital and physical bundles to catch up, and you can just get all the books and yeah, just binge
And
read
right
it.
now, if you actually go get over there and do that, you can actually get the big bundle for all the books for cheaper,
Yes.
because it's early bird and it's still the first day.
Yep. So you get like a nice little discount on top of that as a thank you for helping me get the campaign going within the first 2 days.
Yep. Oh, so you're in a good place as well before we move on, because first of all, you funded less than an hour.
No, an hour and 15 minutes, which
No, no,
I
no,
will
no, no.
still.
You were funded, and it was already less than an hour.
Was I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I trust you because you probably looked at it more than I did.
Oh, I did.
Like I put on the campaign, I did like a social post, and then I like went to Costco because that's what I do.
Yeah, it was funny. You went out, all of a sudden, before the hour was done, I even sent you a message. I'm like, damn, it's already funded.
Oh shit, cool.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. So that's a lot of good pluses, especially when you were talking Kickstarter, because that's what they look for. They want that fast funding. They want you to start doubling and tripling. You're in, like I say, about the middle of your Kickstarter first day, and you are almost at double the money.
That's always a great place to be in, absolutely. And again, like whoever jumped in and like continued to support the series, even though I had to take a break for a year, like, oh my god, thank you guys so much. Because I can make the story, like, and if someone makes a comic in the woods and nobody reads it, like, does it even matter?
Mm-hmm.
Which is what we always fear, is like when we always do our books and we pour our love into it, and we sit there. Is anybody going to read this?
Oh my god! 9 issues in, and I'm still like, is anybody gonna come back?
Which is funny when it comes to me, because when it comes to me, I'm like, oh, cool, I made it. I got a comic. It's my book. Ha 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 ha. It goes, oh, Ralph, nobody's buying it. I don't care.
It's a healthy mentality to have. It's definitely better than, oh no, is anyone gonna come back? Because at the end of the day, you're making it for you. So,
but at the same time, like, I understand, because you would love to see other people be. That's why when me and you discuss Hugbert, and you get it, it kind of gets me in a certain level, because I'm like, okay, you actually understand what I'm doing.
Yeah, and it's like you're hoping that other people do understand what you're doing,
Yeah.
and it validates you.
Yeah,
and our egos need that.
Yeah, because you want to know that you're crafting your story in a way where you're telling the story the way people are receiving the story, because and it's all the writer aspect of it, because you're like, this is what I did, and when people come back at you and go, oh, I got this, I'm like, okay, there we go.
Yes, mission accomplished.
Oh my god, I've been getting a lot of that on Vocal, because some people come and go, and they'll start talking to me in the comments, and I'll be like, oh, so you understood what I was trying to say.
Love it, love it.
Because you know what it is, you spend a lot of time letting other people read your stuff, and they'll sit there and go, I don't get you, Ralph. I'm like,
all right, well, you're not my target audience.
Yeah.
Oh man. So folks, go check it out. It's in the comment section right there. And we are moving on to CradleCon, which is this weekend. And a couple of us will be there this weekend for CradleCon. Stephanie, you are going to be there doing a lot of beautiful pictures and stuff, right?
Yep, I'm back as a feature photographer for CradleCon this year again.
Yeah. I saw your Tops card.
Yeah, they actually did a pretty good job designing this year's featured social posts. So compared to last year's, but they did a great job.
I gotta say, I really have been. It's gotten me. I think it's a great campaign, because you're sitting there and these things pop up on your feed, and you're like, "Ooh, I know that person."
Exactly. It was like, "Oh, this person's gonna be there."
And this person, and this person.
Yeah.
So, are you doing your usual stuff here at the Cradle? Because I know you're usually busy as hell when it comes to CradleCon.
Yeah, so I'm going to be back at CradleCon this year. I am going to be doing my regular haul shot content. So if you see me, come up and take a free haul shot by me. And I also have bookings still open in case anybody wants to book me this weekend. And if you guys are around on Sunday, I'm going to be joining Moonberry and my fellow photographer, One King Garcia, for the Mortal Kombat meetup on Sunday. And that's at 1:00, I believe. It starts. Yeah.
And of course, the movie's playing, so it's going to be a double one.
Yeah, exactly. I still have to watch the second movie. I actually heard it was pretty good.
That's what I've been hearing too, as well. That a lot of people are really excited about the second movie.
It looks like it's just like silly fun.
Yeah.
Which is what you would expect.
Yeah, but I actually heard that it was actually a lot better. It's better than the first one that they released during COVID. So it's just like, oh, okay. Let me see if I can check it out before.
It's definitely great to hear. And speaking of the eye, like we were speaking about earlier, when you're taking a picture, right? Mm-hmm. What are you looking for?
So I'm just looking for somebody that definitely put in their heart and soul into making their cosplays. Definitely somebody that is just having a good old time, having fun doing so, and feeling comfortable in their skin, just walking around in the con.
Oh my god,
doing that.
Robot chicken.
This is so great.
That is legendary.
Oh my god.
That person was just standing in the corner right there on Saturday, just holding up the chicken right there. It's just like, that's just too funny.
Committed to the bit.
Oh yeah, seriously. And I do meet a lot of cosplayers that will commit to the bit. There's this one cosplayer that he cosplays from Mashal that he will sit in the middle of the Java Center and holds like weights up and down. They're not real weights, but it's funny.
Oh
Oh
wow.
my god.
Yeah, so those photos are from CPAC a couple of weekends ago. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you've been busy. You've been roaming around.
Yeah, so my con season started actually at the beginning of April when I went to Anime Boston for the first
Oh, that's
time.
right. You were
Yeah,
doing some
so
special
for
stuff for Anime Boston, weren't you?
yeah, so I did a photo giveaway for Anime Boston. Took my regular contact hole shots. I did something a little different this year as far as, like any paid sessions. I brought my LED lights, which, good timing for me to bring out my LED lights. And I usually stick around for the cosplay masquerade because a couple of my friends were part of it this year.
I voted. Have you guys voted for her?
Yes, and that was another fun surprise too. Was being nominated for the cosplay awards. So I'm nominated for cosplay of the year and standout cosplay photography.
Nice.
All right, where do I vote?
Do you have the link for us to vote?
Yeah, I put it in the chat.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Oh, wait. I have it over here. Hold on.
yeah.
There it goes. Here we go. Boom. There it is. Okay, now I'm going to share the link.
All right,
So
and
I
we're all
believe
voting.
yeah, I believe voting ends on May 31st. So you have until the end of the month.
Here we go, folks. Go check it out. Go through all the things, vote for what you like. There's also a couple other people we know there, as well as Stephanie.
Yeah, so I believe a mix of Light's photos on Broad that he also is part of CreatorCon. He was his photos are part of it too, and a few other photographers as well
Yeah.
that their photos are used.
Angel says, my cosplay is a struggling artist. Can I get a picture taken? I kid. It's not cosplay. I think that's the
Okay.
most important cosplay.
Yeah,
Struggling artist.
exactly.
We can all
Struggling
feel
artists.
that
Yep,
one.
yep. That's a cosplayer, right? I feel like the majority of us are cosplaying that right now.
Yeah, oh man, that takes me back to like my first convention days. I actually had a sign on cardboard that said like hungry and homeless will draw for food.
Oh my god, you're kidding.
I wish I was kidding. I got a lot of Pocky. It was great.
Yeah, I think I've taken a few photos of some people holding up signs saying that your cosplay looks amazing. And it was like, yep, that's the winner right there.
Aw.
Your cosplay looks amazing.
Yeah, so those are the type of people that just makes me crack up. It's just like, okay, they're doing it for the people that it's their first time cosplaying, or they're doing a cosplay build that they're wearing, and they're not sure if it looks right or not. I mean, because we all get a little self conscious, about how we look, and we want to make sure we look great. So it's nice to see somebody like assuring that okay, we're doing it the best we can. We're doing a great job.
You just get some great shots.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so definitely con season is up and running. I do have a few other events that I have planned up, but I'm gonna make my announcements on my Instagram just to keep y'all posted.
And you should be on her Instagram because she has a lot of great stuff here.
Already on it.
Oh, look at this one.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
he had fun jumping up and down like that. So I think we only did it for like a couple of takes, and then that was like the winning shot right there. Just like
that is a
yes,
beautiful shot.
All
Yeah.
right, but how many times did he fall on the floor?
zero actually.
What?
I'm amazed.
I am too. My knees would have been just gone.
Yeah,
I see
I
another
mean
jump shot.
another jump in.
Yeah, dude, you have a beautiful eye for this stuff.
Thank you. That That was a surprise one because it felt like a fashion boutique photo shoot, just the way that she
Yeah.
walked up to me dressed up. And she didn't tell me what she was cosplaying. She's like, oh, you'll see. It'll be great. You'll love it. So, and I saw her like a mile away and she's like, what is that?
That dress is amazing. It's
Oh
really
my
cool.
Yeah.
God, these shots! Wow.
Yeah, I believe that was her quinceañera dress that she wore. So it still
Whoa!
fits her.
What?
No
Yeah.
way!
What kind of quinceañera did she
Exactly.
have?
A
Shit.
very a very good one apparently.
Clearly.
Damn! Look at that dress. Woo!
I would say that
Amazing.
that was the one that I felt that I put in so much love and labor editing those
You can feel it.
photos.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
looks like water.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Man. That's definitely one of the shoots that I definitely enjoyed doing.
So let me ask you this: you do a lot of cons, right? And then you do a lot of events like with our pals here, where you have these cosplay photography type events where everybody's in there. What do you like better? Do you like the setups like those, or do you like the surprise cosplay stuff in the cons?
I would say that I like the meetups. As much as I love shooting at the Java Center, as much as I love shooting at the Meadowlands, and now my new favorite place is the Haynes Convention Center in Boston. I like playing around with a lot of the environments, especially last year over at Cradle Aviation, that we actually did a Marvel zombie versus DC vampire shoot
Yeah.
that we took photos in the hangar. Those photos are still up on my Instagram if you want to fish them out.
Oh yeah, they're definitely in here. Oh look! We got my cosplay is an NYCC worker.
That's not a cosplay. That's what he do.
Yes, he does. Oh my God. Let's see. Here we go. It's down here somewhere. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's been
yeah.
a while.
Yes, as you can see, I take a lot of photos. Those are all photos that I took last year too.
Damn, that's a great shot.
Yep, thank you. I believed it was one of the sisters' first time doing like professional shoes, so it
Wow.
was it definitely was a lot of direction. I wasn't not implying that it was bad or anything, but for those kinds of shoes like that, especially when you work with new people, you have to have patience. You have to slow down and tell them how to pose, and then of course reassure them that they look great.
But that's what makes a good photographer, though. It's not the easy shots; it's the ones that you work for,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
and
Because you
then the
want the
fact that
photo
you can
just
actually get them to be what you want them to be, even makes it better.
yeah, exactly. So that was sad. That shoot, was a lot of fun working with. So hopefully I'll get to shoot those sisters again.
I love the lighting. Like they really stand. I know part of it is the editing, but at the same time, you had to catch the light the right way in order to get this shot right.
Yeah, yeah. And usually when you're shooting it in direct sunlight, that could be very tricky too, because you could have like that harsh light and harsh shadows there.
Yeah.
And then that could be very challenging to edit, especially if you want to have something like nice and even. So luckily we found a nice, shaded area, or at least an area that is very well lit that I could do that.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at the colors, the pop. Ah,
Yeah. I like to make my photos very vibrant. So
It
that's what
also
I
just looks like they belong there because like
exactly.
the
Yeah.
colors all like, they match with the background. Nothing is too jarring. So
It's
it's
not
like
only that, but that photograph, if you go back for a second, Ralph,
Which one?
the one with the two women.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go to the next photo. Keep going. There, next one. Was it the next one where they're back to
they're
back?
back to back.
There you
yeah.
go.
The way you handled the background, Stephanie, is amazing. It looks like a painting. It looks
Yeah.
surreal, and they're looking
Thank
surreal
you.
on top of it. It looks really awesome. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Folks, I know people just think it's just taking pictures. It's not just taking pictures. There's an art to this, folks.
Yes. Lots of creative process and everything going around. And it also helps too that if you know the lore of the fandom that they're
That
cosplaying
is true.
into. So I always ask, especially for that one fairy tale, which I'm not all that familiar with. I actually had them like tell me a little bit about what their characters are and what they are to each other.
And
And I've
that's an
seen,
extra layer of commitment
yeah,
on your part too, because you're not just like, all right, pose, let me take a photo. Like you really want to find something that fits within like what the characters would do.
Yeah, exactly.
and
And
I've
then
actually
if
seen
they're
you do it. I've seen you communicate with the cosplayer, and you guys start discussing how it would go, and it's an interesting conversation to like have heard the behind the scenes.
yeah, exactly. Lots of creative process that happens behind the scenes, behind the camera,
Yeah.
essentially.
Oh, look at that.
I actually had them jumped up because they wanted to make it like a fighting style
Hmm.
shot. So I told the cosplayer on the left with the big gun, he's like, all right, I want you to jump as high as you can. And that was taken on like the very first try too.
Oh
Amazing.
wow.
They
Yeah.
got it. They understood the assignment.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh my God. Look at the. It's what you mean about the locations because they add to the picture.
Yeah.
And then again,
Especially
it
that.
looks like they belong there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait until you see that cosplayer shoot on Friday morning because I
Ooh.
took that same cosplayer in that same location, but a different cosplay. So if you want to check out what it is, make sure that you stay tuned on my page on Friday morning.
Here we go. This is the one at the location. Oh yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yep, that's at the hangar. That's like a couple of doors down away from the museum.
Yeah,
So
I can see why you like these because it's a whole different type of feeling.
It looks cursed and I love it.
that was the whole point. So that event was actually organized by NY cosplayer Mark. So because he came up with the idea the year before that he wanted to do like a DC vampire zombie. So this was like months planning, and then Rod, being a gracious host, allowed us to use the space to do our shoots.
Beautiful, beautiful. See, folks, that's why you want to get her to take your picture.
Because yeah, she cares about everything, like the posing, the direction, like the lore behind the characters. That's who you want taking your photo.
Yeah.
But it works with everything. Like even with creating comics, if you don't have the passion, I've seen a lot of books where people just dial it in, and you can tell they dialed it in.
Hmm. Or God forbid nowadays that they use AI and they just type in a prompt and that's it.
That's true.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're not getting into a whole AI discussion right here
That
because
that is like that's like a 3-hour rant for like another time when we all have time for that.
Not only that, but
yes.
when we start doing that, things start to go really bluey on this show. Things don't happen. So
The
don't do
robots
that
aren't
anymore.
happy.
Yeah, you know what it is. Bill Gates and the rest of those guys, they're like, you can't have these guys talking about this. Oh my God.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that was taken at last year's CPAC.
Dude, it must be amazing to walk around and take pictures. Here's a friend of ours.
Yes.
She was on the show recently.
I think
Amazing.
the last time I saw her and her
Yeah.
dad was at Cradle last year. I don't think I saw them at New York Comic Con or Anime NYC.
They were at the Art and Design Fanfare NYC 2 weekends ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be at Cradle if I remember right. I think. Amazing. Just amazing. This is at Fanfare NYC, right?
Yeah, so that was at last year's fanfare. Unfortunately, this year
I know the
collided
hallway.
with yeah, it unfortunately collided with CPAC, and I already have made commitments to go to CPAC before. So Because they normally would have it at the beginning of April, but because of spring break schedule, that's why they had it much later this year.
Dude, I love the fact that you use the train that shows up for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, folks, if you
The
haven't had a
the the
chance to
Chris,
ride this train,
it's a lot of fun.
I've also seen people they dress up for this. They're in period costumes for this.
Yeah. Yeah. I think even last year that there were some people that dress up like they were like the 1930s and 40s, and it's great seeing them dress up like that. Even some photographers that they will bring out those accordion cameras just to take like the authentic
Oh,
vintage
that's
photo.
cool.
I love that
Yeah.
those still exist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God,
They
look at
still
this.
exist and they still work too. So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know how you
being
keep
the
it up.
key. I don't know.
Dude, the train adds so much to this.
That is a fun background.
Yeah. And inside, look at that. Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. But fair warning, it does get very, very, very crowded. So be prepared for it to deal with the crowdness.
oh, definitely, because it's one train. Everybody's trying to catch it. Oh my God, amazing. I gotta say, so wait, now when they're talking about all the stuff that you've been doing, right? What is this? What's something that you haven't been able to do yet that you want to do?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I mean, definitely more travel because I got a nice taste of it when I went to Boston. So, and it felt like such a luxury just to be able to roll out of bed and just go on and shoot. So definitely some more travel abroad for sure.
I can see why, and you did say that you love location. Oh my God, look at this location!
That is
It
so
adds so
cool.
much to this. Oh
Yeah, the World's Fair in Flushing, Queens.
Yep.
yeah, I gotta say, these floating ones are just amazing.
Oh my god! I mean, they had a lot of fun jumping, so and they had no problems doing it.
They're
Uh,
committed.
oh yeah, no, for sure. And I think everybody was trying to move around as much as they could because it was getting very cold at that point.
Which is another thing nobody tells you about.
Yeah.
If sometimes photo shoots are cold, people.
And sometimes your costume doesn't have pants.
Exactly. And
Hmm.
look at these people. Half of them are half dressed.
Yeah. We definitely got majority of them out of the way.
Oh my God. Oh, this is excellent. Look at that. So, folks, when you're roaming around CradleCon, say hi to Stephanie, and she'll take your picture. And if you want something
Say hi.
more, pay her.
It took a bit, but you got my 2 boats, Stephanie. You're all set. It's
Thank
your
you.
2
Thank
separate
you guys.
categories, so it took a while to go through it, but it's okay.
Yeah,
So,
it took
Yeah.
a moment for me to figure out. So I was like trying to go back and forth between StreamYard and the voting thing to figure out what I had to do.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta tell you this much. I did it, and I had time, and it still was like a thing, and I was like, whoa, because you got to go through it, you got to check everything out, you got to make sure you don't miss people because you can miss people. I'm like, okay, but I voted. I voted for everybody, and Stephanie got my vote.
Oh yes.
yeah,
Thank you.
I saw Gina Falk in there, so I voted for her. Empress Gina. I think this is her tag name, right? So
All right. Speaking of photographs and spookiness, so Shannon, I feel like you did this beautiful photo shoot recently, and the pictures have been amazing.
Yeah, that photo shoot was last week with Florin Harrison,
Hmm.
and it was not what we had planned to do. I had ordered some stuff that never arrived.
Yeah.
And so I came up with that look in less than an hour.
Wow.
You could have
Yes.
fooled me.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
tell you. This
seriously.
looks like it was planned.
No, it was not planned. And I'm just like, we talked about it briefly, and that's like the cool thing about, talking with your photographer and telling them your vision and telling them, let's try and make something magical out of this. And he really nailed it.
Yeah,
It was
it's that.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's definitely that special communication and essentially special bond, especially if you work with that same
Yeah.
photographer over and over again. Like they get you. So
Yeah,
it's like, all
there's
right,
definitely,
yeah.
you
So
have to
it's
have
just
that
like, yeah, we're gonna
chemistry
get
sometimes.
totally, totally.
Yeah, for sure. Um, this is one of my favorite photo shoots ever. Um,
I gotta say, I sent you the message, and you got a lot of these could be book covers.
yes, yes, and I was really impressed because we did this photo shoot on a Wednesday, and on Thursday I had the photos.
Wow,
Yeah, I
that
couldn't
says a
believe
lot.
it. Yeah, I
That's
think he was
such a
just really
fast
excited,
turnaround.
Yeah.
Like that's very rare. I'll be honest, that is very, very, very rare. But we have been aching to do something together for a while, and I think that we were both just very excited about it. And I think that, you know, when he
It,
started
it,
to
it
play around with
shows.
it, yeah,
It really shows,
yeah.
especially the ones that he edited. They just look mystical.
The
Mm-hmm.
ones with the lantern are just
Yeah,
mesmerizing.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
lantern. I got that lantern on Long Island at Antique Attics.
Ooh,
And speaking of photography equipment, they actually have a whole section of antique
ooh.
camera and camera pieces and stuff like that. So I definitely, if you're into that, highly recommend going there and checking them out.
Nice. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they're in Suffolk County. I'm just not sure of the town, so I hope they don't get upset with me. But
I don't know. You
What is it
you
called
already given
again?
them a commercial.
Antique Attics, I have a
And
lot of stuff from like this lanterns from them. It's where I got this Charlie.
uh oh, there goes
Poss-
Charlie.
Possibly a cursed artifact, but that's fine.
Yeah, yeah, well, for sure. Uh,
Yeah, these lantern pictures are like wow.
yeah, it was really incredible.
Especially like it's a simple one, but the one with you holding it, all you see is your hand and the lantern, and it just looks like such an epic shot.
Yeah, there's so
Yeah.
much going on there, and it's like you just want to see more. Like,
Yeah.
I have questions, but I don't know what the questions are. But also, like, it's
It's really
amazing.
cool. If you go and onto like my page and listen to the song that goes with it, it's very relevant to the images that you're seeing, so it's pretty cool. It like goes. I like
And of
it.
course, we can't do that for you guys, so you guys
No,
gotta
no,
go
no,
do
you
it
can't.
yourself.
Yeah, you'd have to go to my page and listen.
Because as soon as I play it, somebody's gonna be like, "Strike!"
Copyright
don't do it.
infringement.
Don't do it. But I did want to mention that because you said that you were interested
Oh, that's
in,
important. Yeah,
you know.
because again, a lot of this stuff goes together. I feel like people think everything's separate. Everything, art is so much more than people make it out to be. It is such a bigger picture, because people, I feel like people take art and they bring it down to this simple definition when art is such a huge thing.
It's an expression. It's not just like one form, I guess.
Right. I do poetry and
Yep.
stuff like that, and I feel like it's an expression in a visual form of that kind of poetry. So,
Yeah.
um I used to put my photos to my poems and stuff, and I've kind of stepped back from doing that for a while. But we'll see. I have some things planned out, so.
You did one. You did it recently though with one of these pictures, right? You added a poem to one of these pictures. At least I
Um,
think you did.
I
Am I not
I don't think it
misremembering?
was. Yeah, I don't think so. I can't remember. I don't think it was these photos. I don't think so. I could be wrong. I might have.
See, that's how just art is, folks.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do things we don't remember. I know I've done that a lot, especially with writing.
Mhm.
Yep. You'll
Yeah.
just find like some weird notes like 2 weeks from then, and you're just like, what? Why?
Mhm.
And of course,
Yeah.
here's Shannon's CradleCon Tops card.
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like they should have it at the event so we can collect them.
All
I
right.
was gonna say, if you get
Yeah.
autographed cards, are they more valuable? I mean,
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, that
That would
would
be
make the autograph.
amazing.
Yeah.
I will be so down to sign my card, to autograph my card.
Oh,
That's
definitely.
so fun.
See, I'm gonna have to. I actually have Seamus on the show tomorrow. I'm gonna bring
Oh,
it up to
cool.
him.
Yeah, because that would
Seamus
be
is gonna
that
be
would
on the
be
show
such
tomorrow. Go ahead.
that would be such a fun little memorabilia to remember by.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but it'd be great. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see how they pull it off as well. But dude, can you imagine? Because who doesn't want a Topps card of themselves?
I know. Yeah. So,
And they,
I
I'm
want to be one of
excited
those
to be
baseball
there.
pictures, though. They're like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got the glove out and where's my hand? I can't see. Forget it. Don't worry.
Oh.
Time has passed. Time to move
Aw.
on. Forget it.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Yeah, I'm excited to be there because I have my new poem book that I will have with me, as well as my old one, which are both on Amazon now because I finally gave in and fixed my shape of my book that they would allow it on there. I held out for a long time. I did.
I forget that they can be anal like that.
They
Wait,
are
they
quite.
wanted you to change the format, or
Yeah.
like
The shape of my book, yes. My
Mhm.
shape was not to their standards. It was too square.
I didn't think that
Now
mattered.
it's a normal book.
Why does it matter?
I don't know why it did matter, but for a very long time, it didn't matter to me. But I figured since I was putting my other one up there, I might as well just have both of them available in the same spot, So it's there. It's on my website as well. Yeah, I'm really excited to see a lot of old friends and make new friends.
I agree. It's always great seeing everybody at Cradle because Cradle feels like family.
Yeah.
It's one of the cons I look forward to going to because it just feels different than all the other cons. Yeah, just the fact that it's in the Cradle of Aviation alone.
It's very cool, yeah.
As a photographer, I know that has to be an interesting thing because now you have a background to your pictures as well.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And I gotta say, I think everybody needs to go to the lunar lander and take a picture in there because it is an amazing setup that they have in there, and it's just stunning.
The lighting's really cool,
good.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they lit the whole stage and everything, it's really awesome.
So Shannon, you need to go in there and do some spooky pictures.
Yes, I do. I do. I will probably be meandering a lot around.
Isn't that always
I
more
can't sit
fun?
still. Yeah, I can't sit still. I can't. I want to say hi to everybody. Like, I don't want to, just be like. Sometimes I get lazy and I'll sit there for quite some time, But
That's
I do
normal.
wear like shoes like this. So I mean, you have to forgive me for
Those are
when I
sitting
wanna sit
shoes.
down.
Those are sitting
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah, they're actually pretty decent to walk. I'm just afraid of stepping on like a skittle.
Oh,
Breaking
no.
a leg.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
It's the smallest thing that'll do it.
Always.
My bones are so old. They're like millions of years. I'm like a dinosaur.
What does that make me?
What does that make me? Jeez.
Oh no,
Seriously,
I
same
steal
here.
people's souls so that I can look refreshed.
There we go.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's the crucial skincare routine that I've been missing.
correct.
Mm.
I have
All
a
right.
bunch extra if you'd like to borrow.
Oh, please, thank you.
Oh,
Where's
thank
Larry?
you.
I had a Larry here somewhere. Larry, he was
I only take Henrys.
I do have a Henry.
Oh,
I do
there we
have
go. Oh, we're
only a
good then.
little bit left. Only a little bit left, but there is still some.
Well, that's because Henry is so wanted.
Yes, everybody loves a Henry. You
And
know.
you've been busy, because you've been filming all over the place. You've been working on this thing right here in front of us, the
How that?
Hellbound Covenant.
Yes, yes. We were filming that the last year,
Hmm.
and we were very lucky to have a very close crew. I'm excited to see like the finished product of it. We have a wrap party Saturday night.
Oh, so you guys are finally finished?
Yes.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
yes.
Oh my God, look at this. This is a little preview for you folks out there. And it's so funny because you actually were working with a friend of ours who was on the show recently. It was so funny because when you were doing the because of course Shannon is usually somewhere else when we're doing the show. She came out in the background and she came back at me. Ralph, was that you?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun to film. Like I said, we all became a very close family.
Yeah, folks, you guys are gonna have to go check this out. So you guys have the rap party. Are they gonna do a premiere?
Yeah, we will do a premiere. Hmm.
There you have it. Now we're going to be waiting on bated breath for Shannon comes with the information on when they will be doing the premiere. Of course, this weekend you guys can go talk to Shannon in person at
Yeah.
CradleCon.
Yes. We're hoping for Halloween season for it to premiere.
That'll be a good premiere,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
means that you'll be back on the show for our spooktacular,
I
talking
shall.
all about it.
I shall. Yeah.
Oh my God,
Um,
folks, go say hi to Shannon. Of course, we're gonna have a video with Shannon from CradleCon because that's
can
what
you
we
do me a favor?
go for it.
Can you go to my Facebook page
Oh yeah,
if
definitely.
possible? There is a memorial post I did
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'll get it up for you.
in the not don't play the video, please,
Oh, I
but
know. Don't worry about it.
in the
I learned a
comments.
long time ago I can't play video. All right, here we go.
So our director of photography, or DP, of the film that we just filmed unexpectedly passed away. I think it was Friday at some point, very unexpectedly, and so we his family put up a GoFundMe, and so I would like to just share that if we can.
This
Hold on.
past
Sorry to hear
Friday.
that.
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
happened, yeah. So it's very, very raw, and I don't want to make a big deal, and I don't want to I don't want to because it's still fresh for everybody in his family and everything like that, so I don't want to
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if we could share that, if anybody wants to help donate for his kids and stuff so that they can.
Okay, here it goes.
Yeah. Oh, Gary.
I thought I had seen him recently, and it was because of you I had seen him recently. Okay.
Yeah. He was my pal. He was everybody's pal. My emotional support duck.
Got it.
Quack, quack, quack.
Oh, he's stuck. My duck is stuck.
Oh yeah, see,
So
this is
crack.
the Shannon. This is the one I thought you was. This was your poem because it reads like a poem.
Oh no, yeah, that was like when I found out, and I just needed a second, and so
So
and
it
I
is
didn't want to
poetry.
announce anything yet.
So it
No,
is
I
poetry. Yeah.
mean,
No,
not
because
on purpose.
again,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
another one of those things where people like they take poetry and they give it a definition, but poetry again is such a bigger thing. Because I know half the stuff I do would not be considered poetry.
No. Yeah. So I don't know. But thank you for It's in the comments, but if you go to my page, it's this
okay.
post, and then in the comments, it's posted in there.
Yeah, folks, go check it
I
out.
think it's also on my page by itself.
I think it is. That's what I was looking
Yeah,
for.
actually, I think it was somewhere.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, but I don't see it here.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because there was a besides this video, there was a post with there we
There
go.
it is.
There we go.
Yeah. So.
See how it goes. Go help out, support. You know, as deaths when they happen, especially by surprise, are not a good thing.
No. But a lot of people have a lot of great memories with him, and they will live on. And so that's exciting, the movie coming out and everything like that. And we know that he'll be with us through that. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to say too much, to be honest.
Don't worry about it. Well, we got it. We can feel it. We can feel what you're feeling as well. Exactly. I'll give you one too.
Wait, are they like cousins?
Yeah.
I like how mine's a little goth one.
Yeah, see?
Very on brand.
It fits, doesn't it? All right,
Lately, I have been giving out little ducks, so come by my table for a miniature duck. It will not quack. You have to do your own quack. However, come pick up a duck.
There you go.
I feel like that's really good stress relief. Like you're having a bad day and you just pick it up and it's like wah wah, and you're like, all right, this is.
I have a cat one too, but I don't.
They got a cat one.
It's still in the box.
And they got a cat one. They got different ones. They got the lizard.
Well, because of my cat one, I feel like I have a dog, so I feel like if I did that, it would absolutely just torment him. So
no!
Oh my god!
Yeah. So it's nothing
Don't tell me
against
that.
cat.
Because I do that thing on purpose. Like meow meow, Ralph.
He's too old. He's too old.
So go check out Shannon's booth. She has some duckies. They won't quack like these, but hey.
I also have empty jars to collect your souls for safekeeping.
All ready to go.
And my glow.
I'll definitely stop by your table then.
Please come and just say hi. Thanks.
Yes.
Well, we spend a lot of time at Shannon's table.
Yeah.
It's always got some cool stuff.
Definitely. My favorite thing is that the crystal ball she has.
Oh yeah, I think it broke. Yeah,
it finally broke.
Yeah, all the souls escaped.
Damn it.
I can fix it. It's just a matter of remembering to do it in the moment, because like those metal thingies, the springs.
Yeah.
I just have to put a tin foil in to connect the.
So it's a simple fix. I get you.
Science.
He blinded them with science. Oh.
Who knew?
I think I'm aging myself there. Speaking of aging ourselves, Paul, why don't you tell me what you do?
Damn, what a segue.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You gotta give it to Raph to do like the best segues ever.
Aging myself. Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess you could say that. But anyway, no, we have a launching soon Kickstarter page up now for Time Enforcers. It's a new comic book that's coming out. We're looking to expand our universe and actually build upon our education program so that we can make learning history fun for kids. This comic book came about because I was actually staging out episode 2 of the game and realized that I had to animate all these scenes. And since I have to animate all the scenes, I have to create the scenes. I said, I'll also create a comic book at the same time. So that was a premise for making this. I'm having a blast. It's really cool. I've got about 95% of it complete. Probably about 5 pages left for the dungeon crawl, which is going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of banter between the 2 characters of Togo and Nick. And, it's meant to be a learning experience, but it's also meant to be a lot of fun as you go through it. And me being a comic book aficionado for the past 50 or so years, I'm throwing a lot of stuff in that I have grown up with in terms of comic books and having fun and doing homages to different films that I've seen growing up as a kid. So this is going to be hopefully a good time in terms of a read as well as the art. And I'm trying to bring other artists on board with this as well to offer variant covers for funding tiers. So we've asked Angel Lopez, Son of Saint, to do a cover. We've asked Chris Mad to do a cover, and I've asked Angel Concepcion III to do a cover as well. And these are all guys that I've respected, met them over the past year and a half at the cons that I visited, and thought I'd be really cool to see what they come up with in terms of interpreting my characters in the book. And needless to say, I'm not being at all disappointed one bit. It's really amazing the caliber of art that these guys are putting out. So I'm really excited for that.
I'm excited to see it.
Wait till you see the Son of Saint cover.
Yeah, it's just I'm having so much fun, tongue-in-cheek type of stuff, and it's really meant to be, you know, a platform for kids to get interested in learning more about the past. And I have this tagline that I have on my Kickstarter page I came up with, which I thought was kind of fun. It's like, this is the world of time enforcers, where time becomes the battlefield and history can be torn apart. So I'm really excited about dismantling everything I see when it comes to history and having just a blast with it. So it should be good.
I'm excited.
Oh, it's definite, folks. You got to check this out, and you got to give Paul some help, because every time he hears a new idea, he goes, "Hey, Ralph, I think I can do that."
I can do that. Yeah, I mean, we're at the 51 followers, so I want to hit the algorithm. So if I can get 49 followers on board, you know, before the campaign starts, I'm excited about that. I'll be hammering an email campaign out within the next week and a half once I get past my year-end taxes here, and then you know, I'll be slamming the opportunity for people to jump on board and really support this project. But part of the process that I'm doing is offering a preview issue that'll be for sale at Garden State Comic Fest, where I'll be exhibiting. And so it's a 12-page essentially preview of the first issue, and it'll give you an opportunity to back the campaign at the same time. But we're going to be selling that at a couple different comp shops in my area as well. So a couple guys have agreed to sell my book. It's only $3, and it should be a good intro in terms of what I'm trying to do with this project.
It's cool that you're branching out from like video games to comics also, because like I can say personally, I don't have a lot of time for games nowadays, but I definitely can squeeze in time to read a comic.
Well, hold on to your seats, Mata, because after the comic, I'll be doing a Kickstarter for a tabletop role-playing game. So,
oh my goodness, that's dangerous.
Yeah, that's the next stage. Because the
That's
ultimate
very
goal
dangerous.
is to have a pilot in place for schools to run this program and start having the kids interact with it. So I have a whole platform set up for journaling and for kids to essentially investigate subjects of the past and, you know, get down to doing basic stuff for learning, like journaling and getting together and collaborating on a project and actually doing a presentation. And it's all been put into a gamified experience where the kids have fun. They actually can create their own avatar, and then they go through or choose a person from history that they want to focus on and use that as a way to go through and do the learning process of the subject that they'll be, you know, focused on at that time. So it's really meant to turn things around instead of making a boring lecture of, you know, what date was the Parthenon created and when did it fall apart and all that kind of good stuff, and really get kids engaged and understand that, you know, you can have a good time learning about the past and actually make it an adventure. And that's really what Time Enforcers is all about.
Yeah, as I'm hearing this, I'm like, where was this when I was a kid?
Exactly.
Yeah,
like, this is the kind of stuff I would live for.
We're in the Worldless Cover in San Diego or, you know, Oregon Trail. Everyone I talk to is like, those are the things they point out to learn about history.
Oh, absolutely. Carmen San Diego was my jam.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's having a blast learning history. And there's just so much great stuff in terms of subject matter, which, you know, I've always felt was limited with a lot of video games because the stories were great, but after like the third episode, it got to be the same thing over and over again. So since I've created this idea, really, I can take any facet of history, put it into play in Time Forces and twist it around and make a whole new story from it and not be really limited by, you know, the amount of content that's available to create new content, which is what I'm excited about. So.
I gotta say, of course, our friend over there on the screen will be at CradleCon.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the t-shirt. The tie and the shirt was way too hot, even at Cradle Aviation. This was a much more comfortable outfit. It's definitely moving towards a Jimmy Buffett type of appeal. So one of my characters that I'm going to be doing a future episode is going to be Jimmy Buffett. That way I can
Dude,
dress up and stand
I gotta
up.
say, I
That's
forgot we should
perfect.
mention where we were at, and the professor
Annie
looked like the
Tomo.
professor from Pokemon Go, and I was like, dude, you should dress like that more.
It was a lot cooler, man. That was a hot con. Man, I'm glad I really dressed down for that because that was really warm that con.
You were very lucky that you stayed indoors. I'll put it that way. Because outside, because last year, it was just like rainy. It was humid. It was just like humid and
Yeah.
hot outside, but nice and cool inside. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got lucky.
I can't deal with your mustache here. It's like I love it so much how it's literally
That
like a
thing,
caterpillar.
I
It's
can't.
like billowing.
Yeah,
I'm afraid to swallow the whole thing if I even take a sip of something.
I love it.
The
It's
mustache
always
is his
fun
own
to
character.
talk to Paul about
Yeah,
it,
it
and Paul's like, "Dang, Ralph, this mustache."
It's
What I
amazing.
love is I'll go up to talk to people at a table. This happened at Long Island Tabletop. I was
Oh,
talking with this
definitely.
guy Justin for like literally a half hour, and he was pitching me his game. I loved it. I bought like 2 versions of his game for like $40. I walked away. I took the costume off. I came back. I wanted to introduce Russ from not Russ, it was Cliff, right? And he was interested in having a game developed. So I brought Cliff over and introduced him to Justin. And so Cliff was talking with Justin, and Justin goes, "Who's your friend?" I said, "Dude, I was just talking to you for a half hour. I bought your game. You don't remember me?" It's because I was out of costume. It was so
I-
funny.
Oh,
And I'd say the professor showcases that Clark Kent and Superman is possible.
I was about to say, like, I would fall for that. Absolutely.
J Dog says totally Dr. Wily vibes too. Look! You keep getting different characters added to you. You got Einstein, Dr. Wily.
I get Rick and Morty. I get, Einstein's a big one. In episode 3, or maybe episode 4, I'm not sure which, but Albert Einstein's going to be introduced to Professor C.T. Huggins. So it's going to be really cool dichotomy that's going to go on with those two. So it'll be good.
Dude, you got to do an animation to show both of them talking to each other.
Exactly. That's what's going to happen. It's like, who are you? So I think get on top of my German accent and do it really well. So it's good.
So if you guys see the professor at CradleCon, go take a picture with him. Say hi.
I feel like I couldn't talk like face to face with the mustache like billowing. I would be on the floor laughing so hard.
It's really a lot of fun. I just, people will actually come up. I've had other cosplayers who are dressed up like as Doc Brown or as Albert Einstein. It's like, can I get a photo? It's like, definitely, dude. Let's do it. So it's like the pair of us are taking photos together. It's really fun. So much fun.
Yeah.
As you can see, folks, we are heading to CradleCon. We are going to have a lot of fun at the Cradle of Aviation because it is one of our favorite conventions. And are we getting the puppets ready here?
Oh my goodness.
oh my God.
He's so sweet and angelic, isn't he, darling? I'm not so much. He's back. he bites.
Oh, we don't talk about him then.
We do. They're both named Charlie.
I was going to say, are they multiplied?
Yes. I'm just going to keep collecting them. My little creepy babies.
Yeah,
He's murderous.
Shannon's actually creeped out some of our guests before.
Yes. I have.
This is really the first show where I haven't felt scared with Shannon.
Exactly.
In there. It's like one episode, man, she likes showing paranormal crap. I was like, holy crap, I gotta turn this off. I was starting to freak out.
You don't feel scared?
Not right now.
Ooh,
No, I don't. No. You're
Gotta
doing
level
fine
it up,
tonight.
I guess.
I knew I was tapping the ghost the wrong way.
Let's see if you don't feel scared when I see you Saturday.
Oh,
Ooh.
That sounds like a promise.
that does.
It is, darling.
Oh, look at this. Hold on a second. Wait till you see this.
Hello, Paul.
Oh goodness.
Oh, wow.
We're still going.
Yep, went up again.
Nice.
Very cool. Congratulations, Maddie. You deserve it.
Aw, thank you.
So one more time, Matt, tell the people where they can find you. Tell them your stuff because you got 24 more days of this.
I do have 24 more days. I don't know how I'm going to survive it, but we'll see because it is a long slog. But yeah, so you can just look up Sacrimony on Kickstarter, or you can go to sacrimony.com/Kickstarter and find this long-running fantasy story with over 300 pages, drawn, written, lettered, and just done entirely by one incredibly crazy person who doesn't sleep a lot. And
No.
yeah, I mean, if you're into like stories about what it means to be human that happens to be set in this grand fantasy backdrop, like this is your jam.
Completely, folks. This is an epic fantasy. I gotta say, I know when a character gets to me when I'm arguing with Matt, I'm going, why did she do that?
And I'm just like, don't worry, you'll find out. Don't worry, it's good, you'll find out.
And me and Matt have had a couple conversations like that. As I've read the books.
There's definitely a reason for everything. Like nobody makes a bad decision just to like piss off a reader or just for shock value. Like there's
I don't know,
layers.
Matt. I know people that make decisions just to make the stupid decisions.
I mean, I know people like that in real life, but my characters don't do that.
There you have it, folks. This is why you want to get it. It is an amazing, epic title, and believe me, you're going to enjoy this.
And you might scream at the book a little until you understand why someone does something that they did.
Oh my God.
Ralph screams at the book all the time. Stephanie, tell the people all the good stuff. Go for it.
All right, so I will be at CradleCon again this weekend, taking haul shots. Anybody that's interested in doing a photo session, definitely DM me and I will send you a booking page. And Raph, if you want to refresh my feed one more time, that cosplayer that I had mentioned about that we kind of revamped, that we did another cosplay, but same locations, the same cosplayer. She just posted up the photos that I took the other day. So if you want to show the people.
Live, folks.
So we got.
Is it not popping?
It's right next to the cosplay awards.
Oh, there you go. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at this. Damn.
Bonus points to bonus points to anyone who knows who that is.
Dude, this pops. Well, nobody expects me to know because I'm not a big anime. Usually, Nathan is the one that's in here going, "Well, Ralph, you see."
Yeah, where is he to put us in our place right now?
He's working. He's paying for the dream.
Fair.
Oh my God, dude, excellent. This came out
if
really
you want
good.
photos like that, you know where to find me.
CradleCon. Stephanie will be at CradleCon. See, look, she has a Topps card. I really got to talk to Seamus about this tomorrow. And of course, our next member who will be at Cradle is Shannon Michelle Collins. Tell the good people where they can find you and how you can steal their soul. I mean, say hi.
So you can usually find me in the darkest places or under your bed or in your worst nightmares. Other than that, you can find me on social media at adream_withinascream.com. I mean, on Instagram. Yeah, a dream. Yeah. And then my website's adream.withinascream.
Right there. Hello.
No, a dream within a scream. Geez, Marion. adreamwithinascream.com. I don't know where you can find me, guys. You can't.
I don't know, man. You sound like
I'm a
me
mystery.
when I'm trying to make a video.
No, but you know what? It's like with your own phone number where like you never call yourself or like you never visit your own website.
Yeah,
so like why
terrible.
would you be expected to know that?
I was like giving out my email, this name and the other thing all at once. It was terrifying.
Yeah.
Dreamwithinascream.com. That is the social medias. Shannon Michelle 1L Collins, Queen of Darkness on Facebook and all the other things.
Exactly.
The duck.
Also the Queen of Duckness.
I'm the Queen of Darkness, darling.
Ducky McDuckerson.
See?
There you go.
You got
That
it
was
right.
Engine from Gachiakuta. I said that wrong.
Gachirakuta. Yeah.
You know what's funny is I saw a big, huge poster of that because I was in the city today, and it was like coming soon. I'm like, what the heck is that?
This is how we know we're old.
And I thought the poster was great, and I was like, oh, I got to check that out. But I didn't know what the hell I was looking at, and it's funny because my first thought was, I got to talk to Nat and see what it is. Oh my God, there you have it, folks. We will be at the Cradle of Aviation. Of course, tomorrow we will continue the Cradle of Aviation fun with Seamus from the Cradle of Aviation, and Carl will be here tomorrow. And I know I'm forgetting somebody.
What
This
time
always happens.
tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time on a Tuesday, so it's a special show.
We're really shaking things up. So 7:30 on Mondays, now it's 9:30 on Tuesdays, and 10:30 on Wednesdays.
Exactly, that's exactly how it's going to be.
Wow.
And on Wednesday,
I got tired just hearing about that.
I'm already tired thinking about it. And on
What time
Wednesday, we will be hanging out with Derek Charles and the rest of the guys from Comics in the Bronx as we do a reunion of the panel that we did 1 year ago in May.
Cool.
So be here because it's going to be a lot of fun. If you got a lot of questions about creating comics, that's going to be the place to ask for them because we have a pretty good panel going on. It's like Alex Simmons, it's Victor Dandridge, it's Dennis Knight, it's Derek Charles. I was going to say Charles Derek. So it's going to be a great show on Wednesday and Tuesday, and you're going to have a very tired Ralph on Thursday and Friday and Saturday.
But is he going to be streaming, or is he just going to be tired from the comfort of his own home with nobody watching?
I'm going to be tired from the comfort of my own. Well, on Saturday, I'm not going to be tired by the comfort.
Dragon's Lazy brought out of bed on Saturday giving CradleCon. So
Oh yeah, Saturday I'm going to be tired at CradleCon, but I'm going to be tired with great people because I get to see Stephanie and I get to see Shannon, so it's going to be great.
All right, that energizes you. You'll be fine.
And of course, I
We'll
love
liven
hanging
it
out
up.
with the professor. I mean, the professor, because there's always a party when me and the professor get together.
You guys are trouble.
Yes, we are. Folks, go check out Amada's Sacrimony. It is an amazing book. And of course, on this show, when it ends, I press, which button is it? I think it's this one over here. And this happens.
Do, 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 do.